Sorry, y'all. It's coming. Oh, sorry, I got it. I got it.
I hope everybody out there is happy and healthy. Listen, I wasn't even going to do a video today, but some interesting information has come out. I was sitting here chilling, relaxing. I'm going to attend Dreamville tonight. If you're in Raleigh, North Carolina tonight, you might see me out and about, just chilling, observing everything and drinking my water. So if you're
I told you that's my homeboy, North Carolina in the house. Yes. All right. Let's see. Yeah. I came across this video also, and I thought I would also, go ahead and see what's going on. What is what? Because we know it's something. We just got to get it correct. I mean it.
You're out and about and you run into me, don't be afraid to say hi. But before we get into the purpose of this video, I want to send a special shout out to Stone Paxton, brother. I appreciate the love you sent my way, because oftentimes being a content creator, people will question your credibility. They'll also question your motive and things of that nature, and say that you're lying about things, especially when it comes to having inside information that no one else has been privy to. They think that you're making it up just to get a bag off of someone that has unfortunately passed away. So I understand what you're going through, brother. And
I saw when Paxton gave Tuff News his shout out today, because Tuff News has been reporting on all of the 1 through 8, chat little speeches things that he's been doing.
if I ever run into you, just like you said, man, it's all love, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because real recognize real. And I want to say I appreciate you for using your voice to advocate for Angie in an effort to bring justice and affect change, because you could have just sat back behind the scenes and said nothing, but yet you elected to speak your truth. So don't worry about the haters. They're going to always be around. Everybody that's watching this video have haters as well. It's just a part of life. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the gist of this. So I want to talk about this woman that has been around Angie. And according to Stone Paxton, she said that she came from Mexico or whatever. And she goes by either Shayna Shale or Shayna Von Shay. So I took the opportunity to look her up on social media to see if she had an Instagram and Facebook, and she has both. So Stone talks about the fact that this woman has been around Angie, and Angie trusted her with a lot of things. As a matter of fact, when you see Angie filming and things like that, she was the woman behind the camera. Now, according to Stone, this woman is very shady and she should not be trusted. Now, Shayna owns this special music label, as she defines it, and it's called Sacred Soul. And she's
Sacred Soul. That's such. But anyway, okay. And as far as like really trying to figure out, if anybody knows if Angie and them had a hotel that they stayed at that night of her last night on Earth, she would know. She would know about the hotel. She would know a lot of things. So I hope she comes forward and tells what she knows honestly. Be honest. And if her daughter Diamond has anything to add, please, y'all. All we want to do is find out what happened to Miss Angie Stone, okay?
Said that she created Sacred Soul to be a one-of-a-kind special label where artists have creative control over their art, image, and their message to the world. So what I'm going to do right here is drop the mic, and Stone is going to pick it up from here and tell you guys how shady this woman was, and then I'll be back to give you my 2 cents.
Stone Paxton, I'm back again, you guys. And this video, so let me let everybody know that now this video might be my last video on this particular subject. Now, I'm not going to stop talking about the music industry, because that's the business I'm in. I'll talk about, publishing and how that works, and copyright, and how things work when it comes to publishing and the copyright with artists and things like that. I'll do other videos speaking of that. But I wanted to do this last video concerning Angie. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there are a lot of people that reminded me that I never mentioned the name of the person that spoke to me that morning in the hospital over the phone after that accident happened. We'll start with that first. So the person that I spoke to that morning at the hospital you guys, this light is in my way. The person that I spoke to that morning that is in the circle of people that are right amongst Angie and that has been is a lady by the name of Shayna Shell. She goes by Queen Shayna Bonche online, Queen Shayna Bonche, Shayna Shells, and she sings. She's not really an artist, but I guess she wants to be an artist. She has a company called Sacred Sound. So this is the young lady that Angie entrusted to handle her inner business. This is the lady that was going back and forth with the Chester guy, okay, as far as when it came to the coding. But understand this. This lady is very messy. She's right in the middle. And I don't care what nobody says, and I will continue to say this. We had several conversations where Mike really trusts her. He really believes in this girl, her word value. But the truth is how many people even know this girl's history? We don't know anything about where she's from. When I remember speaking with her from the beginning, and I was asking her where she's from, and she said she came from New Mexico, right? Or Mexico or New Mexico, one of them. I think it was Mexico. She came from Mexico. So I was just curious, like she come all the way from Mexico, and she let her move into her house, and she's still living there. Now, why am I bringing?
I can't believe she's still living there. For what purpose? You know what I mean? That is very strange. Because I'm sure. I mean, I have friends, but I don't plan on moving in with them. And then if they passed away, I surely would not still be there. Okay. What do y'all think? Put it in the comments, please.
Her name up now, you ask? It's because people kept saying, hey, you never mentioned the person in the hospital. And then people kept saying it was one of the twins. It was not one of the twins. Neither one of those twins I've ever even spoken to. Let me just say that first. I've never even spoken to any one of those twins. I personally don't know the twins. Okay. So now we got that out of the way. But this girl is very messy. And when I tell you that she's very messy, she's very calculated. You ever meet those people that you'll have friendships with your friends and a new friend will come around and that friend will actually turn you against your longtime friend and then your longtime friend against you. This is how this girl operates. Quote unquote, I say it again. This is how she operates. So that morning when she called me, that was the person that was freaking out about the driver. She was freaking out about the fact that he brought his girlfriend, that his girlfriend showed up at the hospital. She was very, very adamant and upset about that. And she expressed that to me in the middle of this situation with Angie passing. She wanted to.
I mean, yeah, that's another little darn nugget that fell on my head. Okay, Miss Angie Stone just passes, just like right then. But you so concerned about this guy's lady coming to see him at the hospital. That's all you want to talk about. But you supposed to be real close to Angie Stone. Mike, please, D'Angelo Jr., pay attention to this lady. Don't let her fool you. All this is my opinion, and I'm just going by what I'm seeing on TikTok and on YouTube, okay? And I want to give a big shout out to, also I forgot to thank Tuff News TV, but it's in the description of this video. And Stone Paxton also. Y'all, what happened to her?
Talk about that. So that's who the girl is. For all those that wanted to know, say a name. There you go. There's the name. Now, what are you going to do with that name? Now that I've told you, what are you going to do with that name? So this is what I suggest you do. You guys need to go. Her name is Shayna Shells, Shayna Bonche, aka Shayna Bonche, or his company is Sacred Sounds. Why don't you go and do research and find out about her? Find out where she was before she came to live with Angie. She said Mexico. Find out her history. Find out, the kind of people she dealt with before then. I mean, if you guys want to be investigators, I feel like I've done my job. I've done exactly what I wanted to do. I sparked that conversation by springing and stretching out my videos, talking about Stoney. I stretched.
You sure did stretch them out. That's what made us all that's what caught all of our attention, I think. Because if you did it in one video, probably wouldn't have this big of a range as far as us few content creators. Yes, I'm a content creator. I'm just learning. But, it really sparked our interest to find out what really happened to her. Especially if you were one of the ones that saw her last live in that kitchen, then yeah, I saw it and I feel some kind of way.
It's my videos out to get attention so that we can put attention on Angie, right? That was the purpose of me doing the parts, to keep the attention on Angie Stone. That's why I did the parts, you guys. So I feel like I've done my job, right? And since the internet wants to be investigators, do your job. You guys get on top of your job. Research this young lady, excuse me from clearing my throat. Research her. Find out of the blue, 6 or 7 months being around Angie, and she calling herself one of the kids and calling her mama Angie and all that extra bull. All I'm saying is research this young lady. Once again, you've seen her in the video. She's always the one behind the camera taping Angie and talking. So anytime you've seen the videos of Angie speaking, she's the girl behind the camera that's talking, that's taping Angie. She's the one that answers the messages when the fans send the messages, and her name is Shayna Shells. Now, I don't even know if that's her real name. I mean, I can pull up some emails and figure it out. But y'all investigators, online investigators, your bloggers that like going the extra mile, hiring people to go out and get vans and all that, y'all can do that research. You guys want to do something? You guys love Angie so much. There's somebody that's still in the circle, which is her, and she's in. The kids will say she's not. They might say, no, I'm my own person, but that girl's a virus. And I think eventually they'll wake up and understand that she's not good for them. Okay, now let me tell you guys something else that I didn't share on the previous videos that I planned to share. So one of those 4 anonymous callers said to me that they knew that Angie was sick because they had a relationship with the driver, okay? Now, the crazy part is they said that there was some made up kind of, I guess, some herb or something that they had made up to give Angie so that she could take this that's supposed to help with her health, right? Now, that person told me that Angie was given this medication so that it could help her. I think it's some sort of herbal medication, the way he was talking to me, the way that anonymous person was talking to me, some kind of herbal medication that was given to Angie. And people inside of our circle told me that they know for a fact that I'm not, the story that I told them, because I shared this with them. They said, well, you can't be lying, Stone, because they said that Shayna told them she was the one that was giving the meds to Angie, this whatever this herbal medication is to heal her. Also, the person that told me, the anonymous person told me that they were giving that Shayna was giving this herbal medication to Angie. Now, I don't know what the herbal medication is, but it was something that was made up to get to Angie. They were having her take this daily. She trusted this Shayna girl. She was making sure that Angie took this medication. You know, I guess the way they explained to me, she was taking it all through the week, maybe 2 or 3 days a week. I'm not quite sure how many days, but she was taking it, okay? Now, I thought that was interesting. I said, dang, that's weird, because, you know, Angie was going to the doctor. She was waiting for her kidney, and then that whole situation kind of blew my mind. So I didn't mention that on the other videos, but I wanted to share that on this video, being that this might be my last video, I'm pretty sure. Because like I said, I think I've sparked the focus that we needed into Angie's passing enough for other people to have picked it up and ran with it. Just do me a favor, you guys. If this is justice for Angie, please, man, please, I'm pleading with you content creators. Just come together and make sense of it. Stop bashing on people. Stop making threats to content creators. Stop talking about you're going to unlike people on YouTube, which is, by the way, is considered a homeland security threat. That's a terrorist act. Just want you to know that, Mr. Content Creator, that is a terrorist act. And believe me, I'm not done with moving forward on certain things concerning that. Just want you to know that. Yeah, but stuff like that don't freak me out. I just think that people ain't using their brains, and they want to make money off this YouTube so bad that they'll actually jeopardize their own lives by getting on YouTube. Because guess what? If you're locked up, you can't spend no YouTube money. If you're locked up, it don't matter how tough you think you are on YouTube. I'm talking about unlifing somebody. If you're locked up, none of that matters. You in a cell. You locked up and all that tough shit goes away, and you're going to be with the real tough motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be with the real cats that talk that tough shit. So I don't subscribe to all that extra talk, but trust and best believe it's been notated. The threats are definitely not taken lightly. And I just actually can't believe a person would get online and be that dumb to say some of the stuff they would say. All those people that follow that person, man, that means that all you guys think that same way. So I'm going to say this to you guys. Here's the truth. You got the left hand, you got the right hand, right? And then you got the middle. Take this, bring together the narrative that we all want to focus on, and that's that justice, and bring it to the middle and bring it together. All the egos, this person wanting their content creator, wanting their channel to be the main focus, trying to trick me to come on their live. We ain't doing all that. Okay. And we got these content creators who are actually right in the middle. They stand for the truth. They're not worried about if they're going to get any new viewers, if they're going to get people to join a membership so they can make money. They understand this is really about Angie. And if it's really about Angie, the first thing I will say nobody would have ever went to a funeral with glasses on to tape her in the casket when it was already stated that no cameras or videos. So you can't tell me that you love Angie Stone when you were trying to get content for your channel. Explain that to me. Explain, and even the people that want to make common sense of this, that follow these people, make sense of that, you guys. Make sense of why a person would put on a video camera, go to a person's funeral. They're passed away. We're paying respects to this person, but this person is in some cameras and they're taping the person and they actually go ahead and post it. Who does that, man? Who does that? So I'll say again, this might be my last video. I don't know. It's looking like it because I've done my job. I want you guys now to do your job. Everybody on the internet, come together.
But I'm going to tell you this. Whoever did that, right, the point is, not the point is, but anyway, ever since I seen her in the casket, that let me know that she was not hit by a tractor trailer. So that let me know that. Now the rest of it, I apologize. You know, I don't know what to say about the rest, but they kept saying she was run over by a tractor trailer. But seeing her in that open casket, she let me know that she was not hit by a tractor trailer. All right.
Keep making noise. Call the DOJ. You know, Department of Justice. You know what I'm saying? Call the Attorney General. Whatever you got to do, make the calls. Keep calling, keep talking, because you can make a difference. Don't just depend on Stone to do this alone. You understand what I'm saying? I've done everything I can, and look what happened. I went online speaking the truth from inside the circle, and content creators chose to bash me. Not all. Psychics chose to bash me. Not all. Why? Why though? Because if we're all really doing this for Angie, why not come together? Doesn't that make more sense? Doesn't that seem more logical? If we all come together, this is a point.
I think we have came together now. Well, y'all, I've always been with y'all. I'm with the truth, whatever that may be. Okay, let me see something right quick. I know y'all can see this. All right. Uh-oh. What happened? Uh-oh. Okay, let's
I wanted to remember her name. She's very, very classy. I'll put it in the comments if I get at the bottom. I'll put her page in the comments. She's very classy and she's common sense, man. She gets it. She gets it. She's very, very sharp. This other young lady named Jess D.
I miss Tuff News.
D-Show, I think. Jess D-Show. She gets it.
He gave Tuff News.
That's an example of a smart content creator.
Right. I got to get his name up in here. Yeah.
Nothing. I have real relationships in this business. But I will say again, for all of you,
okay,
come together. You're doing a great job, man. Listen, there's some lovely, 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 lovely people on the internet that have been doing an amazing job. Tuff News, incredible. I like that brother. If I ever meet him, I'm going to give him a big hug because I like how he's right in the middle and he doesn't taint the message. He's a smart guy. That's an example of a smart content creator.
Yeah, I love me some Tuff News. That's right. Carolina in the house. Yes. Yes. And the reason I'm saying that is just because, I don't know, down home, country, you know, I ain't saying like cows and that kind of, no, just, I don't know. I don't want to make anybody else upset at me, so I'm just going to leave that alone. We're just from North Carolina. All of us have the same values, like, you know, yeah. I can recognize real, you know?
Doctor, because there have been many occasions where herbs can take you out of here, where the body rejects the herb and makes the situation.
Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm messing up. I know. I'm just so excited.
Her train of thought at that particular time. Okay. And then another thing that really baffled me is the fact that Angie was dealing with stage 4 kidney disease. And the fact that she was given an herb and she didn't consult her doctors is a big no-no, you know, because everybody cannot consume herbs at that particular stage of a disease. And you need to talk it over with your doctor, because there have been many occasions where herbs can take you out of here, where the body rejects the herb and makes the situation worse than it already was. So that was a very, very tricky situation that Angie was dealing with. And Does she know what they were actually giving her? That's another question that we have to ask, right? Now, there was a portion within the video, I think I cut it out by mistake, but you can go to Stone Paxton's YouTube channel and watch the video in its entirety, where Stone Paxton says that this woman is still living in Angie's house and that Angie's kids trust her. Now, as far as what I did as it pertains to pulling up a little bit of information about this woman, I compare it to a soft pull on your credit. I'm going to do a full background check on her because something just doesn't sound right. But anyway, I'm going to let this go right now.
All right, thank you. And for y'all Tuff News TV, it's on YouTube. I highly recommend y'all go follow him. I've been following him since I got on YouTube. All right, so that's that. And I know he's gonna be in Raleigh. Yeah, okay. All right, so that's I'm gonna end that with that. But if y'all want to, I did a video about Miss Angie Stone's autopsy from I think it was from CB News, and about the son released the autopsy or said some, let them see it or whatever. But I did a video on that today. If y'all would like to go back and see what's in that alleged autopsy, allegedly, everything's alleged. Things may not be real. I don't know. You have to do your own research. I'm just going by what I hear and what I see, okay? So the son allegedly got the correct autopsy. Then he went and got an independent autopsy. They was totally different. So one was worse than the other. Both of them was bad. So I did that earlier. So if y'all would like to go back on Valentine TV and watch that, okay, I'm gonna let it go, and y'all just don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and share if you can. I love you. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Okay, now. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know I'm still on. I'm trying to figure out. There it is. Okay.